Let me ask you a question that might just change the course of your life. What if nothing that has ever happened to you and nothing that is happening to you right now is an accident? What if, behind the veil of what we perceive as random chance, lies a profound and intelligent order orchestrating every single moment, every single encounter for your highest good? You see, the fact that you're even hearing these words, watching this screen, isn't a random occurrence. It's a precisely timed convergence of energy and information responding to something deep within you. For centuries, we've been taught to believe that life is a series of events happening to us, a linear progression of cause and effect. But the leading edge of science, quantum physics, is revealing a far more breathtaking reality, that we are not passive observers of the universe, but active participants in its creation. Think about this. Scientists have discovered that particles can instantaneously influence other particles, regardless of the distance separating them. This phenomenon, known as quantum entanglement, suggests that everything in this vast universe is interconnected, woven together in a web of energy and consciousness. This means that every moment of your life, including this one, is not just a random point on a timeline. It's a potent intersection of possibility and potential, waiting for your conscious participation. And when you truly grasp this, you realize there's no such thing as wrong timing. There's only your readiness to receive. Right now, in this precise moment, something extraordinary is poised to unfold in your life. You might not see it yet. You might be caught in the illusion of your past, the worries of your future. But the universe, in its infinite wisdom, has been meticulously arranging the pieces, creating the perfect conditions to guide you to where you're meant to be. I've witnessed this countless times, not just in the laboratory, but in the lives of thousands of individuals who have dared to step into the unknown, to challenge their limiting beliefs, and to embrace the power of their own consciousness. People who attended our workshops, advanced retreats, and of course, in my own life. Let me tell you about a remarkable woman named Sarah. She attended one of our advanced workshops in Seattle a few years ago. For 3 long years, Sarah had been haunted by a recurring sequence of numbers, 1111. It was everywhere, on clocks, receipts, phone numbers. She couldn't escape it. It was as if the universe was trying to get her attention. Then one day, the message became undeniable. At exactly 11:11 a.m., she received a phone call. It was about a job opportunity, one she hadn't even applied for. But this wasn't just any job. It was a perfect alignment of her skills, her passions, and the very vision she had been cultivating in her morning meditations. The company had found her profile through a series of seemingly random connections. But as quantum physics reveals, there's nothing truly random about it. You see, Sarah wasn't just seeing 1111 by chance. It was a sign, a breadcrumb on her path, a call to pay attention. Latest research in quantum physics shows us that particles separated by vast distances can influence each other instantly, defying our classical understanding of space and time. This phenomenon, known as quantum entanglement, suggests that everything in our universe is connected in ways we're only beginning to understand. When you begin to pay attention, when you become aware of the subtle patterns, you realize that timing isn't about luck or chance. It's about resonance. It's about your energy aligning with the precise frequency of what you're calling into your life. The universe doesn't make mistakes with its timing. It's precise. It's intentional. And most importantly, it's working for you right now. And this brings us to an absolutely critical understanding. Every single thought you think sends a ripple out into that quantum field. It's like dropping a pebble into a still pond. The ripples expand outward, influencing everything they encounter. Emerging research in quantum mechanics demonstrates that consciousness, your awareness, your attention, actually alters the behavior of particles at the subatomic level. Let that sink in. Your thoughts aren't just abstract concepts floating around in your head. They are tangible energy patterns that interact with the very fabric of reality. So, what are you creating with your thoughts? When you wake up every morning consumed by your problems, reliving the past and worrying about the future, you are literally instructing the quantum field to give you more of the same. You're staying tethered to the old you, the old life, the old patterns. Here's what most people fail to grasp. By the time you reach the age of 35, 95% of who you are is a collection of memorized behaviors, emotional reactions, unconscious beliefs, and ingrained attitudes, all learned from your past. You're essentially sleepwalking through your life, running on autopilot, and recreating the same reality over and over again. But here's where the magic truly lies. You have the power to break free from this pattern. Let me share a profound truth with you, a truth that holds the key to unlocking your potential. Your brain cannot distinguish between what's happening in your external world and what you vividly imagine in your inner world. This is why Olympic athletes can enhance their performance simply by mentally rehearsing their sport. They are literally rewiring their brains, forging new neural pathways without even moving a muscle. The same principle applies to your life. When you consciously choose your thoughts, when you intentionally cultivate new emotional states, you are no longer a prisoner of your past programming. You are sending a new signal to the quantum field. This is who I am now. And the field, without fail, has to respond. It's not a matter of wishful thinking. It's a scientific law, as reliable as gravity. I've witnessed countless transformations in our workshops, lives being completely rewritten using these very principles. Take the story of a businessman trapped for 2 decades in a relentless cycle of stress and anxiety. Every morning, he would awaken already burdened by the weight of the day ahead. But when he learned to break free from the shackles of his past conditioning, when he began to intentionally program his brain with empowering thoughts and positive emotions before even getting out of bed, everything shifted. Within a mere 3 months, opportunities began to manifest in his life, opportunities he couldn't have conjured up even in his wildest dreams. The key is to understand that your thoughts are not confined to the boundaries of your skull. They are signals, electromagnetic frequencies, reaching out into the quantum field, attracting or repelling possibilities based on their unique vibration. When you transform your thoughts, you transform the electromagnetic signature you're broadcasting to the universe. And here's the truly exhilarating part. The universe has no choice but to align itself with that new signal. It's not personal. It's simply the elegant dance of physics in action. Now let's delve into something truly extraordinary, something that will further illuminate the power of perfect timing in your life. The intelligence of your heart. Your heart, you see, is not merely a pump propelling blood through your veins. Groundbreaking research at the HeartMath Institute has revealed that your heart possesses its own intricate nervous system, containing around 40,000 specialized cells. It's not just circulating blood, it's actively processing information, sending signals, and communicating directly with your brain. When you're experiencing stress, fear, or anxiety, your heart rhythm becomes erratic, chaotic, much like a scrambled radio signal, unable to transmit a clear message. But when you cultivate states of gratitude, love, and genuine appreciation, your heart generates a smooth, coherent pattern, a clear and powerful broadcast reaching out into the universe. This coherence isn't just a feel-good concept. It has profound implications for your brain and your ability to manifest. Here's what happens within your brain when everything seems to effortlessly fall into place, when you experience that magical sense of perfect timing. Your brain waves shift. They move from the frenetic beta waves of everyday thinking, the constant chatter of the mind, to the calmer, more receptive alpha waves. In this alpha state, you become more open, more attuned to possibilities. It's akin to fine-tuning your radio receiver to the precise frequency needed to pick up your desired station. I recall working with a dedicated teacher in one of our advanced workshops. She had been tirelessly striving to manifest a new career opportunity for years, but her efforts seemed fruitless. When we analyzed her heart rhythms, they were all over the place, a symphony of chaos. She was, quite literally, broadcasting confusion into the quantum field. However, once she learned to cultivate heart coherence through specific techniques, everything began to transform with astonishing speed. Within a matter of weeks, she received not one, not two, but 3 compelling job offers, each one surpassing the previous in its alignment with her soul's calling. The timing was impeccable, not because of mere chance, but because her very biology had finally harmonized with her deepest desires, with the future she was destined to create. Now let's explore another fascinating aspect of your being, something that further underscores the interconnectedness of all things: your electromagnetic field. Your body generates an electromagnetic field that extends several feet beyond your physical form. Scientists possess the technology to measure this field with sensitive instruments. Think about that for a moment. You are not confined within the boundaries of your skin. You are constantly radiating energy, influencing the space around you, and interacting with the quantum field. When your heart and brain work in unison, when they achieve that state of coherence we discussed, this electromagnetic field becomes more organized, more potent, more capable of attracting your desired reality. It's like upgrading from a weak, flickering Wi-Fi signal to a strong, clear broadcast, capable of reaching across vast distances. And so, the timing of opportunities in your life isn't solely a matter of luck or chance. It's deeply intertwined with your biology. When your body is in this coherent state, you become exquisitely sensitive to the subtle cues in your environment. You perceive things you previously overlooked. Your intuition sharpens, guiding you with unwavering certainty. You are, in essence, becoming biologically prepared to recognize and receive the very things you've been asking for. This is precisely why some individuals seem to effortlessly glide through life, always in the right place at the right time. They're not simply lucky. They've cultivated their biology to be receptive, to be in harmony with the flow of the universe. Their heart and brain are working in perfect synergy, emitting a clear, powerful signal that draws synchronicities to them, much like a magnet attracts iron filings. Here's something most people remain unaware of. Your brain, in its default mode, is much like a record player, endlessly repeating the same songs, the same patterns, over and over again. Every morning you wake up, brush your teeth with the same hand, follow the same routine, experience the same emotions, and entertain the same thoughts. Your brain favors this repetition because it's efficient, it's familiar, it's safe. But there's a significant drawback. This very tendency is what keeps you trapped in the confines of your past, preventing you from stepping into the limitless potential of your future. Let's delve into the science of neural pathways. Each time you have a thought, feel an emotion, or perform an action, your brain cells establish connections, forming intricate patterns. The more you repeat a particular pattern, the stronger these connections become. It's akin to walking through a field of tall grass. The more frequently you tread the same path, the more defined and visible that trail becomes. But here's where it gets even more intriguing, and perhaps a bit uncomfortable. We are, in a very real sense, addicted to our emotions. When you experience stress, your body releases a cascade of stress hormones. When you feel anger, another cocktail of chemicals floods your system. Your cells possess receptor sites specifically designed to receive these chemicals, and they begin to crave them, much like someone might crave caffeine or sugar. This is why individuals often find themselves unwittingly recreating the same painful situations in their lives. They're not consciously choosing these experiences. They're driven by an unconscious addiction to the familiar emotional states these situations produce. I once worked with a remarkable woman who consistently found herself in relationships with emotionally unavailable partners. Despite her sincere desire to break free from this pattern, it kept repeating itself. Why? Because she was unknowingly addicted to the tumultuous emotional roller coaster these relationships provided. Her brain had become wired to seek out situations that would deliver the familiar chemicals of longing, drama, and eventual heartbreak. So how do we liberate ourselves from this deeply ingrained programming? The first crucial step is cultivating awareness. Begin to observe your patterns with unwavering attention. Notice your automatic thoughts and emotions. When do they arise? What are the triggers that set them in motion? This very act of awareness initiates the process of weakening those old, entrenched neural pathways, and this awareness alone can start to bring you back to trust. Next, you must learn to interrupt the pattern. The moment you catch yourself slipping into an old thought or emotional habit, pause. Take a deep breath. This simple act creates a crucial space, a momentary break in the automatic program. It's like hitting the pause button on that worn-out record that keeps playing in your mind. Then, and this is paramount, you must install a new program, a new vision for your life. This is where the real transformation takes place. Every single morning, before you immerse yourself in the demands of your day, dedicate time to rehearse being the person you aspire to become. Feel the emotions associated with already possessing what you desire. Craft such vivid and compelling mental images that your brain and body respond as if the experience is unfolding in the present moment. This isn't merely positive thinking. It's a potent form of neurochemical programming. When you fuse clear intention with elevated emotion, you initiate the construction of new neural pathways. You are, quite literally, forging new trails in that field of tall grass within your mind. Initially, these new paths may appear faint and indistinct, but through consistent repetition, they will gradually become stronger and more defined, while the old familiar paths begin to fade into obscurity. I've witnessed individuals in our workshops undergo complete personality transformations in a matter of days by diligently applying these principles. I recall a man who had been plagued by chronic anxiety for 3 long decades. He learned to cultivate new neural pathways of calm and unwavering confidence. Within a few short weeks, his own family barely recognized him, not because he was simply acting differently, but because he had fundamentally rewired his brain to embody a new, empowered version of himself. Remember this: your past programming is not an unalterable destiny. It's merely a collection of well-worn neural pathways, and you possess the inherent power to create entirely new ones. Your brain is undergoing constant change, even as you absorb these words. You are, in this very moment, initiating the process of breaking free from those limiting patterns, simply by bringing conscious awareness to them. Now let's explore one of the most profound and awe-inspiring discoveries of quantum physics, a concept that ancient wisdom traditions have understood for millennia: the interconnectedness of everything in the universe through an invisible field of information. When you truly grasp this fundamental truth, you begin to perceive synchronicities not as mere coincidences or strokes of luck, but as glimpses into the very fabric of reality, as it operates at the quantum level. Science has irrefutably demonstrated that when two particles interact, they become entangled. From that instant forward, whatever transpires to one particle instantaneously affects the other, regardless of the distance separating them. Einstein famously referred to this phenomenon as spooky action at a distance. But here's what's truly astonishing. This entanglement isn't limited to subatomic particles. Your thoughts, your intentions, your very consciousness are entangled with the world around you in ways we are only beginning to unravel. At our workshops, we've meticulously documented countless instances of synchronicity that defy conventional probability. There was an exceptionally talented artist who had been visualizing a specific career opportunity with unwavering focus for 3 months. Then, one remarkable morning, she received 3 separate phone calls from individuals she hadn't spoken to in years, all connecting her to the very opportunity she had been so intently focused on manifesting. The mathematical probability of this occurring by chance is so infinitesimally small that it's practically impossible. But it's crucial to understand that it's not simply about thinking positive thoughts. The quantum field responds to the quality of the energy you are broadcasting, the specific frequency you are emitting. Think of it this way. Your consciousness is like a tuning fork. When you vibrate at a particular frequency through your thoughts and emotions, you cause other tuning forks within the field to resonate with that same frequency. This phenomenon is known as resonance, and it's a fundamental principle of physics. Research has shown that your brain has the capacity to process an astounding 11 million bits of information per second. However, you are only consciously aware of approximately 40 of those bits. Therefore, when synchronicities manifest in your life, you are actually becoming aware of information that has always been present within the field. You've simply tuned your awareness to perceive it. I recall working with a highly respected scientist who initially approached these concepts with a considerable degree of skepticism. He meticulously kept detailed records of events in his life for a period of 6 months while diligently practicing our techniques. The data he collected shocked him to his core. The number of meaningful coincidences in his life increased by over 300% when he consistently maintained a coherent heart-brain state. This wasn't wishful thinking or subjective interpretation. It was measurable, quantifiable data. Understanding synchronicity isn't about embracing magic or the supernatural. It's about recognizing that consciousness and matter are not separate and distinct entities. They are, in fact, different expressions of the same unified field. When you transform your internal state, you directly influence how this field organizes reality around you. This isn't mere philosophy or abstract theory. It's grounded in the principles of quantum physics. This is where everything we've discussed converges into a practical and transformative application. When you engage in meditation, you're not simply relaxing or seeking temporary stress relief. You are actively altering your brain waves to access different levels of consciousness and tap into the quantum field. Let me explain precisely what occurs within your brain during effective meditation. First, your brain waves begin to slow down, transitioning from the rapid beta waves associated with stress and excessive thinking to the calmer alpha waves. This is when the incessant mental chatter starts to subside, creating a sense of inner peace and tranquility. Then, as you delve deeper into your meditative practice, you enter the theta state. This is a powerful realm where you can actively reprogram your subconscious mind, releasing limiting beliefs and installing empowering new narratives. Some of our advanced students have even been able to consciously access delta waves, while remaining awake and aware. It's during these profound states that they report the most extraordinary experiences of connection with the quantum field, a sense of oneness with all that is. There's a particular breathing pattern we utilize in our meditations, a technique that involves consciously breathing into your heart area while simultaneously focusing on cultivating feelings of appreciation, gratitude, and love. This isn't just a pleasant practice. It demonstrably creates a measurable coherence between your heart and brain rhythms. When these two vital organs synchronize, your body produces specific neurochemicals that elevate your energy and expand your consciousness. One of our dedicated students, a busy mother of 3, began her journey with a commitment to just 20 minutes of meditation each morning. Within a few short weeks, she noticed something truly remarkable. Not only was she navigating the daily chaos of her life with greater ease and grace, but opportunities began to manifest in her life with perfect timing, as if orchestrated by an unseen hand. Her energy centers, what some ancient traditions refer to as chakras, were becoming activated, making her more receptive to information and possibilities within the quantum field. The key, as with any transformative practice, is consistency. You cannot expect to meditate once and witness your entire life miraculously transform. It's akin to embarking on a fitness journey. You must consistently train your brain to sustain these elevated states of being. Start by focusing on your breath, then gradually incorporate heart coherence techniques, and then begin the process of activating each energy center within your body, from the base of your spine all the way up to the crown of your head. Every time you choose a new thought, feel a new emotion, or take a new action, you are literally creating new neural networks, forging a new destiny. The field of infinite possibilities is responding to who you are right now, not who you were yesterday, not who you might be tomorrow, but who you are choosing to be in this precise moment. When you truly understand this, when you authentically live this, the timing becomes perfect. So let this be the moment. Let this be the time when you cease waiting for life to happen to you and instead start consciously creating the life you are destined to live. Because the truth is, this information didn't find you by accident. It found you at precisely the right time, the time when you were ready to become more than you've ever believed possible. The universe isn't happening to you, it's responding to you. And now it's time to give it a new signal, a new vision, a new frequency to respond to. The time is now.